What's up everybody? I'm sorry it's been so long, but I've finally got a YouTube video for you, as promised on all of my live streams. Today's video is going to be on the new Astro A50 wireless headset Gen 4 with the base station, exclusively for PS4, 5, PC and Mac. Let's be very clear here. You can see that the blue on here denotes PlayStation. It specifically says PlayStation. You know, I play all the time on the PlayStation, therefore this is the headset. You guys know that I have the Gen 3s of the Astro A50s. They were originally in light blue, made for the PS4. They work on the PS5, but it's time to upgrade. They're about 6 years old and I've never had any problems with them. So I set up a fundraising page on my Twitch channel to get myself a new headset, and you guys have done fantastically. The target was 280. This is what it costs, brand new, right, at the moment on Amazon, was 280 for the Astro A50 Gen 4. I found just on the last live stream where you guys donated, we managed to get up to 205, which is fantastic. I know that's short of 280, but when I looked online, I actually managed to find this online for 210. So I went ahead, put a little bit of money in myself and ended up buying the next Gen 4 versions of the Astro A50. This is going to be an unboxing video. I'm going to show you the packaging. I'm going to go through it in detail, what we've got inside, and yeah, let's see what we can get from this. So here's the back of the box. Okay, so moving on to the diagram and what's numbered here on the back. So as you can see here, one is the headband, which is a swappable headband. That is right here. This is for the mod kit. Same with two swappable ear cups. If you want to take these out for cleaning, they're magnetic. I will show you once the box is opened how that works. 3 is the power switch, obviously very important when you're turning this thing on and off. Okay, you can see that on the box here, right there on the right hand side of the headset. Again, we will talk about that as we unbox everything. 4, the Dolby button, same. 5 is a 3-set EQ. You can preset to 3 presets, and it will tell you one thing that they've changed with the Gen 4 version is here. Once you've changed it, it will tell you which preset you're on, either 1, 2 or 3. The Gen 3 didn't have that, so this is a very good function, because with the Gen 3 I was constantly fiddling around with the preset going, which one am I on? Am I on 1, 2 or 3? Sometimes the switch was a little bit fiddly in position 2, so you would switch from 1 to 3 when I wanted it in position 2. But this is very useful now, it shows you which one you're on. Okay, moving on. Volume wheel is at the bottom here. Again, we will show you everything on the headset once this has come out of the box. All right. Number 7, gain voice balance. This is very useful. I love the design of the A50s and Astro, the way they've done this. It's basically on the side of the ear cup. We'll show you again in the box how that works. Okay, so number 8, base station. Like I said, it is very much square as opposed to a rectangle like the Gen 3s. Number 9, the battery level indicator. Gen 3s had that, but supposedly this is a lot more accurate, so again we'll see once it's out of the box. 10, the mode light. Okay, so this is very important when you're using the headset, because as you can see on here, it depends what mode you're in. You could be on one mode or you could be in the other. We'll have to see what that's got, but as you can see on the box it says PlayStation PC. So obviously here, this is for the PlayStation, this is the PlayStation version. The switch is either in PlayStation or PC, sorry. And if you put it on PC and plug it into the PlayStation, the microphone will not work. There will be nothing. You can't talk, you can't hear anything. It needs to be in PS version. If you leave it in PS version whilst you're plugged into the PC, people will be able to hear you, but because it's preamped, it's basically massively distorted and gained. So there's no point. It's obviously got PC preset for a reason and a PS preset for a reason. There's a switch also on the back, and you can see that's number 13. That enables you to put it in PC or PS version. Okay, very, very important. You also have the Dolby on or pass-through LED. So that will tell you if Dolby is enabled or not. Simple as that. Okay, and that's all. This is all on the base station now. The EQ mode LED, again, like we talked about, is the presets 1, 2, and 3. That's written right there. Okay, the mode switch, which enables it to go from PC to PlayStation. 14 is the USB play and charge port. So this is if you want your headset plugged in to charge whilst you're playing the game. If you've run out of power whilst you're playing wirelessly, you can use a micro USB cable just to plug in onto the back. It's right there, and then you run that to your headset and you can continue playing with it in that mode. Now, for one of my favorite features, number 15, optical in. Now this is so important. I'm so glad that they haven't got rid of optical yet. Optical is very important because I use optical all the time. One thing with the PS5 is it doesn't have optical port, but what you can do is you can buy a switch or a splitter or something similar, whichever one you want to use, which then has an optical port on it. I've bought that, and basically what you can do then is you can still use your headset with the optical cables. Now I use optical all the time because if I plug, for instance, I want to use my headset on Discord. If I'm playing with a group of friends on Discord, I take the USB from the headset or from the base station, plug it into my PC, and I can continue playing on the PlayStation because I can hear the audio through the optical line, right? And another thing which is amazing is they've still kept the pass-through as well, because the pass-through is fantastic. It's got optical in and out. You can see on the picture here 15, 16. So what you can do is you can take an optical cable in, right? So you take the PlayStation, you plug it in there, you can hear it. Then what you can do is if you've got a friend who's got a second headset and you're playing together side by side, you can then take another optical cable, take it out and plug it into their headset, and you'll all hear the same audio off one line, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm so glad they've kept this feature of optical in and out. They've also got auxiliary in and out, which is very important. I use this, the Gen 3 also has this feature, but it allows you to then run a 3.5mm headphone jack into the back of the unit, and that's right there. You can see it says aux. And you can design that to be either an input or an output, which is very, very cool. Not a lot of headsets have a feature like that, but this allows me to monitor my Twitch stream live, so I can hear all the notifications and anything coming through on this line without having to run a separate cable elsewhere. And finally, the last two. Number 18, USB audio power. So this is powered by a micro USB. You can see it's here, and the writing actually says micro USB. So all you do is plug the micro USB into the back, you plug the other end into either the PC or the PlayStation, whichever you want to play on. You hit the switch here to decide which device you're playing on, and that's that. It will work. Simple as. Okay. So last one, mod kit. Don't come with the pack, they're sold separately. Number 19, here's a picture. So it's ear cups and the adjustable headband. Right, that's enough of the back of the box. I think they've done an excellent job with the packaging here. So we're just going to stand this upright, like that. I think they've done an excellent job. I think the packaging works really well, and Amazon, when they delivered it, they've made a small little dent in the top here. But other than that, I think the packaging is fantastic for the Astro A50s. Right, enough of the outside of the box. Let's open it up and see what's inside the box. Okay, let's open this thing up then. So, it's just plastic slits both sides. Let's put the knife out of the way. It's a nice opening. Folded hinges to make the packaging much nicer and cleaner. Okay, cool presentation box. Very cool presentation box. So here we go, stand it up on its end. More graphics, which is really super cool. I really like that. And they've got more on the back as well. They've got Astro on the side, very cool. More on the back. And one more there. All right, so good presentation box. Let's open it up and see what we've got inside. Here it comes. Okay, there it is. Look at the packaging on this, it's absolutely fantastic. So, what we got here is obviously the headset itself. Optical cable comes with it, very good. That means I now have an extra optical cable. Nice packaging there. So let's take what we've all been waiting for out. This looks absolutely fantastic. I'm gobsmacked. And the comfort on this is just going to be totally insane. So let's have a look at the ear cups. So this is about the mod kit here. They come straight off. 3 magnets on the back like that. They only go one way round, so you can't get it wrong. Little tab sits at the top. Right, and all you do here is you just let it sit back on and it clicks into place. Done. So if you ever want to clean it, just take these off. You can obviously wash these, it's not a problem. Just be careful about putting magnets in your tumble dryer. Just don't do it. Okay, so you can clean that. It's got little notches on the side for the headset adjustment as well, so you can see when we move this up and down, you can go into increments, which is very precise, very good, and the Gen 3s also had this. So they made changes to the headband as well. It's got Astro written on the top, which is really super nice. This headset only goes on one way round as well, so I'm holding this in reverse. This would be the way that you would wear the headset. Microphone always goes on the left, so I'm going to put these on and see how comfy they are. Straight away, like it's super comfy. To be honest, I remember when I got my Gen 3s and bought them for the first time. Gen 3s are good, but the ear cups on these are a lot better than the Gen 3s were when I first got them. They're a lot softer. So let's just adjust this. So I need to bring this down just a fraction. There we go. And again, same on this side. A little bit more now. Done. That's it. This is really lightweight, super comfy. Flip down microphone. Like we talked about, very useful. I use this feature all the time. I find these microphones are so practical in comparison to other mics that are out there, because I don't now have to fumble for a button on a cord or anything like that to mute it. I just do this. Job done. And they're rubberized as well, so it means you can change the shape. So if you want it in a certain position, further away, you can do so. Closer, you can do so, which is really nice. So this is a superb headset. Let's have a look at some of the buttons and features on the side. Okay, so now for the control buttons. So at the top here, you've got power, and just like the Gen 3, slide it up, you can see that an LED comes on. So it's now got power and it's looking for the base station. It's trying to pair with the base station. We don't have the base station plugged in, but it's right there. So if you're wondering whether or not you've actually got the system on or off, that's one way to check. You will also hear it making a noise, so when it's paired with the base station, it makes a noise to turn on and turn off. Second, we have got the Dolby surround sound button. So when you press this button, it will make a noise again, letting you know that Dolby surround sound is on or off. So if we turn it on, there we go. What I will do is I will turn the volume up and see if you can actually hear that, because it made a noise. So here it goes again. It goes doo-doo-doo, and then if you turn it off, doo-doo-doo. So hopefully you can hear that. If not, I'll put a sound clip in so you can hear what it sounds like. So if we turn back on, and then we press the Dolby button, it makes noises dependent on whether or not you've got Dolby on. So it makes a more positive noise if you click it to show that it's on, and a negative noise if it's off. So right now it's on. You've got 3 preset buttons at the bottom here. So starting at the top is position 1, slide down 1, position 2, position 3, so on and so forth. So you push on it. On the Gen 3s it was a sliding button, and that's why I got really frustrating. So here you just do it and it makes the noise. So simple, 1 beep for position 1, 2 beeps for position 2, 3 beeps for position 3. Okay, simple as that. Then what we've got on the side is nice ear cups again, good design, A50 on the side, really nice, subtle designing, and you've got 2 buttons here, game and voice. Now what this allows you to do is, obviously you've got the master wheel at the bottom, right here. This turns up the master volume over all of your headset, up or down. So you slide it up if you want it up, and you slide it down if you want it down. Now, what you need to do here is you adjust the volume that you want, and if you want to hear people in the party chat more prominently over the game, you press voice. If you want to hear the game more over the party chat, you press game. So you just go forwards and backwards like this. So if we want more voice, you go backwards. Nice prominent click, forwards for game. Very good, and I love this feature of the Gen 3s. They have this as well, and it's just very useful to know. It saves a lot of hassle trying to go into settings and change all of your settings. Alright, so that's it for the controls on the headset. So let's turn this off. Let's have a quick look at the bottom. The bottom has micro USB, okay? And this is important because this is if you want to charge your headset if it's run out of juice whilst you're playing. You could still use it to listen to the game, play the game. It will work just like a regular headset, but you'll have a USB cable charging it live. I always have a tendency to use this setup permanently, and I never use my headset wirelessly. Why did I buy a wireless headset? It's a very good question. But this way I never run out of juice because I'm always plugged in at my station. Okay, you've got a contact here, 1 contact this side, and 2 contacts this side. These are the contacts you need when you place the headset down on the base station. It will make contact, and this is what it will use to charge whilst your unit is plugged into something with USB power, or you can make changes through the Astro command center. Okay, so let's dive a bit deeper inside the box and see what's beneath the headset. So plastic inserts here, but you can see everything, which is fantastic. So let's just move this to the side. So we have got the instruction manual, warranty, etc. All the important stuff that you need for any consumer purchase. We also have a USB cable. So this is the micro USB that you need to power the station with, the base station, which is very good. I'm glad they include this. And the base station itself. That is much smaller than I was expecting. The Gen 3s were probably the width of the box, so a lot wider and more rectangular shaped. Let's just pull this base station out. So as you can see here, this is very small, very compact even, and you've got 3 contacts in the top, which is what I was talking about here, 1, 2 and 3, and that is the contacts that you basically put the headset on for it to sync up to anything you want to use or for charging. If we turn the base station around, you can see you've got the controls on the back. So starting on this side here, we've got the switch for PC, and it says PS because it works on the PS4 and the PS5. Before it was just PS4 because the PS5 wasn't out when the Gen 3s were out. You've got the charging socket next, which is very useful. Okay, obviously if you want to plug a USB cable in here, you can then plug the other end into your headset and continue playing. Please note for this, you don't actually need the headset to be on. As soon as you plug the USB cable in here and then plug the other end into your headset, the headset will automatically turn on. So you don't need to turn the headset on again once it's plugged in with USB. You've got the optical in and out. They're just closed off with a little plastic sealer at the moment. All you've got to do is pull one of these out and you can see the port, which is very useful. Stops them getting dirty and destroyed. Then you've got auxiliary in and out. So what you need to do is you need to program the base station whether or not you want it as an in or an out port, and then the USB, which actually powers the base station itself. So all you do is plug the USB in this end, the micro USB, the other end into your computer, open up Astro Command Center, and then you can program it to do whatever you want to do, send all the presets to the headset, job done, then you're ready to play. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to set this Astro A50 Gen 4 up on the software that they ask you to use, which is Command Center. So, whether or not you've got Windows or Mac, it doesn't really matter. This headset will work with either. So, what you need to do is you need to open up the Microsoft Store. So first we're going to go down here and we're going to open up Microsoft Store, so just type it in, okay, there it is, straight away. By the time I typed in micro, hit enter, there's the screen. Okay, so now all you're going to do is come to the search bar, top right, and you're just going to type in here Astro, A-S-T-R-O. There you can already see the command center, so you can either click on it here or you click enter, and it'll be the first one that appears, Astro Command Center, there it is, and it says most importantly that it's free, okay, it's free. So just click on it, it'll take you to its page, there it is, and all you need to do is click on the button that says get. Let the computer do its thing. There you go, starting download, as you can see at the top, downloading Astro Command Center right there. And there's a progress bar underneath. Once that's done, we will open it up. Alright, so now we've got the Astro Command Center set up here. It's asking me to connect a gaming device or switch the connected device to PC mode. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to come to the base station and you're going to make sure that it is in PC mode. There's a switch on the back, we talked about this earlier on, just make sure that it is in PC mode. Then take your USB cable and plug it in to your laptop. New USB cables. It will then take a moment to configure the device, and once it's ready it will pop up on the screen. So let's just make sure this is in PC mode. So what it will do now is it will install the drivers on Windows, etc. So just give it a minute, there you go. Device detected, Astro A50 wireless gaming headset, and you can see the interface then changes straight away, which is fantastic. So it brings you to Equalizer Presets at the beginning. It shows you, this is a very useful piece of software. So starting at the top, it's got 0%. That is the headset capacity. So right now you need to charge, it is on 0%, but that is fine. We will let that charge. Okay. Then next it shows you what the device is. So this is the Astro A50 wireless headset. It shows you the headset firmware version and the base station firmware version. They're two different versions. You can download the firmwares from the Astro website as well. I'll put the link in the description underneath. So any changes you want to make through equalizer, microphone, stream port, settings, etc. Once you've made the changes, all you need to do is you need to click sync to device, and that will then send it to the headset. Simple as that. So what we're going to do here is Equalizer Presets. Here you can see that it's already got a few. This is the preset library down the left hand side. Astro give you the one for the mod kit. They call one called Astro. There's one for media, there's one for pro, there's one for studio. So you can click on this and set them up on the buttons 1, 2 and 3. And that's basically all there is to it. If you want to change the frequencies, here is where you change the frequencies for each desired preset. Again, as soon as you've done that, you hit save to the name of the preset. So right now it shows you this is EQ1 and it's set as Astro. This is what it's doing EQ wise. If I wanted to change it, I would then just, this is on -4, let's move it up to 0. You can see it's turned orange, and then you just hit save. That then saves it. You can then save a configuration file called custom EQ. So if you want custom EQs, you can set them up, save them, whatever you want to call them. I'm just going to cancel this for now. And then once you're done, you just hit sync to device. And now it's going to ask me to do an update because I haven't plugged this in before. So let's click yes. You can see now it's doing an update here on the left hand side, and it's done. Now what we've changed here from -4 to 0 dB will now be synced to the headset. So as soon as you pick up the headset and put it on EQ1, this is what you will hear. You can do the same with the microphone. So it's got noise gate, microphone level, side tone. So side tone is for if you want to hear your voice back. I never do that because I use OBS for doing that. So I just click mute for side tone. Okay, and then this changes your mic sensitivity. So this will be the gain level, not volume, gain level, right? Very simple. I always have this about halfway, and then that's normally good enough for me. So let's put it out here. Okay, and then you've got different pickup gates as well, which is very good. So this is streaming at the moment. So it says here, ideal for a quiet studio, home environments, offers the most natural sounding voice, whilst allowing background noise if present. Okay, night, least aggressive noise gate setting, very light gated for quiet natural speech, ideal for late night gaming. Home, okay, Default Astro settings, tuned for small LAN environments, typical home setups, removes most light ambient noise and works well with the TR Mod Kit microphone, but we're not going to go into that. And then tournament, most aggressive setting, tuned for the main stage, extremely aggressive, meant for talking loud, eliminating crowd noises, etc. Stream port, okay, this is what you can do and allows the auxiliary level in. So this is the auxiliary. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put auxiliary all the way through, because I want auxiliary to be heard, okay? What I don't want to be heard is the microphone, because this is a line that's coming in and out from my PC, so I don't want my microphone to be sent to the PC, because you'll already hear my microphone when I'm streaming through other means. Chat audio I want on, and game audio I want on. Simple. And then that's ready to be sent as well. Settings, this is the balance. You can set it on default. I always leave it on default, and then volume alerts, so when the battery's low, etc. So now I'm just going to click sync to device, and says there's an update. You say yes. Syncing on the top left. Done. And that's pretty much it, guys. So that's the unboxing and setup of this unit. I will have to try this in action when I get the chance to plug this into my PS5. So this will be a follow-up video to this. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope to see you on the stream. Goodbye.